Hi and welcome to the 8th boss in AQ40 and also the second to last one, which is Ouro. Ouro is the second toughest boss in here. It's not a gatekeeper boss, it is an optional boss, so you can go and kill Cthulhu before you actually go kill Ouro. However, we will kill him in the order that we face, that you get to them during the raid. The way that you do this is that Ouro starts submerged here, so you want to go over here and trigger him. You have the main tank stand at the X spot here, with having Ouro face this back wall. Then you have an off tank here, with the range group standing behind him, hitting the boss from here. And you have a melee group stood on this other side, together with a few healers for the main tanks. The main bulk of your healers, though, will be standing back here, in range of the range group, but out of range of Ouro. The reason for doing this is that Ouro does a sand blast, and this sand blast is the most deadly spell in Ouro's spellbook, and it deals a massive amount of damage in a 180-degree angle facing his direction. This ability targets the second on threat, so you want to make sure that the tank over here stood here, and then you get some of the raid hit, but make sure that you stand to heal him. The healers here, they'll be out of range, so they just need to maintain healing this group here. Other than this, he does a sweep when he's on top of the ground, knocks people away. If you can, as a bear tank, quickly feral charge back in, because you can actually come back in and keep him there. The reason for wanting to stand next to Ouro at all times is that if no one is close to him, he submerges, and you can't hit him, and you have to deal with the submerge phase. For the submerge phase, he will walk around like this quake and follow people on the ground. If that's around your feet, just move away from it, don't stand in it. Whenever he then reappears, wherever he stood, he will spawn some scarabs, and you just have to kill these scarabs. Let the tank pick them up, nuke him down. You can AoE taunt them. Other than that, they have like random threat table. So this is the way you go about it. You maintain this position. If Ouro reappears here, then you move accordingly, so that the main tank is stood at this spot, with an off tank stood here, and range, etc. So a group of healers would always be roughly 60 yards away from Ouro, but always in range of their caster group, and you have one of the healer groups near the melee damaging group. And it's just rinse and repeat. Now, this fight gets especially difficult at 20%, where he reaches phase 2, his actual phase 2, where he gets a massive berserk buff, increasing his attack speed bonus and his attack speed damage, and his attack damage. And he gets all of his submerge abilities. Even when he's not submerged, he won't submerge anything anymore. So save your cooldowns for 20%. It's a very intense nuke fight. It's a very fun fight. Cooldowns will be called. If you can get a cooldown in beforehand, that's fine, but make sure that you have everything up for 20%, as we'll definitely need it. Other than that, you go in, you pull the boss, and it's just tank and spank. Summon him up, go in and kill him, get some loot.